Hi, this is Kevin down at Archie Cochrane Ford. This is a 24 two-door Big Bend in carbonized gray, and it's just a really sharp vehicle I want to go over with you guys. You have your Bronco decal on the front, and this does have active grille shutters on it right here, which is really nice in the wintertime especially, because those close when it's cold, so when you start it, it heats your cab up quicker. It also gets your engine temperature up and running to like a good optimal temperature as quickly as possible. So it's really great for warming up quickly in the wintertime. This also has LED lights, and then it also has LED running lamps too, which work quite well. I have them on my Bronco. It's one of my favorite features. It has very, very good lighting. Everybody asks what these are for. These are called trail sights. What they do is when you're off-roading with it and you come up to rocks and boulders, this is actually lined up. It shows the exact interior of your tire, so if there's an obstacle like a rock there, you can straddle it or go around it. These have these holes here, it says right on it up to 150 pounds, where you can put like a rack on here, put a kayak, and you can actually put a ratchet strap or a tie strap and pull it down nice and tight and keeps everything firm. So they have multiple purposes. This cap just pops off, and this is where you can mount a roof rack. They have them from Ford Motor Company, and there's also a lot of aftermarket companies that are building them now that still hook into the Ford bracket. And you can now get them where when the roof rack is set up, it'll come up higher and allows you to still take this top off and then slide it through the space. There's all sorts of companies now that are building like rooftop tents that you can mount, and that's where they're mounting them, is there. And then I'll show you on the back side, that's another place where that roof rack goes into. But you have a lot of different options for either hauling cargo or especially like for rooftop tent. This is kind of a must, and they made it easy to be able to do that with the Ford Bronco by being accessory ready right off the go. This particular vehicle here has the standard 2.3 EcoBoost, which is just an incredible engine. Ford's had it out for years, very, very reliable. In the full-size Bronco, it puts out 300 horsepower, 325 pound-foot of torque, which is more than plenty for a vehicle that comes in weighing at around 4,600 pounds. That's an inline 4-cylinder turbocharged EcoBoost engine. Tried and true, and just an incredible good fit for this particular vehicle. It has also come equipped with running boards, which is really nice. What that does is it helps with tire splatter, because these are a little bit wider tire coming back, and that catches most of your rocks. Something else that I want to point out, this particular vehicle here has your Bridgestone Dueler tires. These are designed and do extremely well in snow because they have extremely deep siping on them. These doors come off, and they make it very easy to do. And there's even a lift bar right here. What you do is you roll your window down, and then you lift here and here with this window down, and it's actually quite easy for one person to go ahead and take the door off. And something they did different from our competition is when I open that door, the mirrors in front. On some of the competition, okay, they are back on the door. And so when you're off-roading, it's highly advantageous to have a mirror out here. Here's your luggage back here. There's a hidden compartment here. Ford even has like a safe you can put in here for valuables, but it's also a good place to throw like tow ropes, chains, anything like that you can put in here. And this is also, this compartment houses your jack and your jack handle right here. This is something that I use on my Bronco a lot that I think you'll like. There's a little handle right here on the corner. And so I'm going to pull that handle up, and that's what releases and pulls that forward and slides it forward. And the reason I'm showing you this, they have designed a really cool item. This is on the 2 doors only. Okay, there's a little strap right here. And so I lift up on this strap, and it's on a pivot. So once I get it up, I can flip this seat. It's still connected. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the seat back. Okay, there's another strap back here that I'm going to pull up, which flips this back. And now I just drop that, and look how nice and neat and tidy, and it's completely flat here. The only raise that you have is about 4 or 5 inches here where the seats are folded down. They even make different types of panels so you can put across that levels it. It gives you a lot of storage back here. And you can do that with both seats, or if you have 3 passengers, you can have one guy here and just gain on some luggage around the corner. This has vinyl instead of carpet. And I can pull up this rubber floor mat here. There's actually drain plugs right here that we can unhook, lift up, and we can actually spray it out and the water will drain right on through. And so it's super easy to clean, and so now we don't have wet carpet. These back seats here, this has your MOLLE setup where you can hook different things and kind of give yourself a little bit more storage in here and keep everything a little bit tighter. Okay folks, I want to show you some of the interior amenities that this has to offer. I've got tilt and telescopic steering right here. I have heated seats on this particular model right here. This has dual climate control, and I'm going to show you the backup camera. Super crystal clear, huge screen, and you can also zoom in if you did put a hitch on and want to pull something, so you can back right up to the ball of the hitch. You don't really need any help. With features, this particular vehicle for driver assistance, this has lane keeping system, pre-alert. It has pre-collision warning and braking. So if somebody slams their brakes on in front of me, it gives me a warning, and if I don't react quick enough, it'll start braking for me. And it's kind of like pre-charge the brakes. It's got your rear view camera display, and it also has bliss blind spot monitoring. So if somebody's in my blind spot, it'll light up on the mirror and give me an extra warning. This driver alert's one of my favorite. It throws up an animated cup of coffee if I was tired and start swerving. Keeps you on your toes so you don't wreck your car. Your stick shifter's right here. Right behind that, you have your 2 high, where you can see it's lit up. If I want to shift to 4 high, I push the button, and I can shift that on the fly, so I can be doing 55 or 60, hit ice, and hit that 4 high, and I'll lock it in 4 high. To be in 4 low, you have to be in neutral, and that's for more off-roading or if you were pulling somebody out, super low gears. But this GOAT mode stands for Go Over All Terrain, and I'm going to show you how that works. Your normal, you can see the line down here showing the Bronco. Your eco mode, it's supposed to give you a little bit better mileage. I put it in sport mode. If you need to accelerate fast, like if you're passing somebody or even starting out, it holds your shift points and it holds your RPM up. These you can shift on the fly. If I hit ice, I can turn it into slippery from here, and it'll also, as you notice, just engage my 4-wheel drive in high. The next one is mud and ruts, and again, adjusting shift points, so you can see that it turned off my ABS brake. I didn't even have to touch it over here. And it also put me on off-road mode, which is showing me my pitch, roll, and then if I have 4-wheel drive hooked up, it will show that. And then on the last one is sand mode. Again, it's adjusting your shift points so I don't put too much horsepower or torque down to the ground, digging myself in even deeper. This is where I can roll down my windows. Less electric going into the door here, basically. And then this is where I adjust my mirrors, but that's where they're located on all Broncos, right here. Something else with Ford Bronco, this one here again, remember, was equipped with a 2.3 EcoBoost with 300 horsepower, 325 foot-pound of torque, and it's paired with a 10-speed automatic. And when you're using this vehicle in an off-road situation, that 10-speed automatic is amazing, because when it shifts, it's a very quick and subtle shift, but it seems like you're always right where you need to be on your gear, and it also allows you to capture all of that 325 foot-pound of torque I was telling you about. Stop by. My name's Kevin O'Connor, or you can call me on my cell at 406-671-1725. We'll let you test drive one of these and see what you think. Thank you for your time.